the information that we have is essentially, our capital V is the volume, right? So volume is what? Length multiplied by width multiplied by height, that's width, and this width V is been given. And other information is given that the height has to be of specific height, which is given as capital. So anything that you see as a capital on this side is essentially a constant value that you cannot play with, but small, letters are essentially the variables that you can play with, right? So if I take this information, which is length into width into height is fixed, and this V is maybe 1 liter and this height is 10 inches, then how do I create a solution, and how do I use this mathematical equation to help this carpenter is what we are focusing on. So if you take this, one of the workable solution, given these two equations are there, that I can take this LW multiplied by H is equal to capital V, and I can write that equation as this, where LW is equal to capital V by H, and I know that small h is also fixed, is equal to capital H, so I can substitute this capital small h by capital H. So we have capital V by capital H. Now remember, capital V is constant, capital H is constant, so ratio of two constant is going to be constant, and what is denoting by C. So essentially we have an equation which essentially looks like LW is equal to C, right? So those are the two variables that we have, and this is essentially a constant that we have to satisfy, right? So this is the equation that we have. Now how can I use this equation to solve for this problem? Okay, so the idea is either I can pick a value of L, okay, and that will, could be used as to solve this problem as this. So I can do this substitution, and I pick a value of either L or W and solve for other, and that's how we can do, right? So the question is how many solutions we have for this equation. Okay, so one way to think about this problem is, if you look into this equation LW equal to C, in maths there is a geometric formula which is widely used, which is xy is equal to C, right? And this is an equation for hyperbola, right? This is a common equation. So you can see x and y is a variable where C is a constant, and that is a equation of a hyperbola, and that's exactly what this equation is, right? Two variable multiplied is equal to C. So if we look into the the geometrical nature of this equation, you will see this will essentially give me this hyperbola. And the solution to this equation, is I can take this graph, right, and I can pick any point, right? For example, I can pick this point on the graph. That is one solution. I can pick another point on this graph which is here. So I can call this as L1, W1. I can call this as L2, W2. And those combinations, L1, W1 and L2, W2 combinations are essentially few solutions that will satisfy this equation that we have. So now my question is, looking into this plot and looking into this equation, how many solutions do we have for this problem? Now, if you look into this, right, you will see that there will be infinitely many points that will lie on this hyperbola. Okay, so essentially the answer to my question is there will be infinitely many solutions that will satisfy. So there are infinitely many combinations of L and W, different values, which when multiplied together will be equal to this constant is going to lie on this hyperbola, and all of them, right? This point, and multiple points. So for example, if I pick point this point right here, right? We pick this point right here, and so on. All of these points are essentially going to be solutions of this equation. So there are infinitely many solutions that we have. Okay, so one thing that I want to note, that this equation has infinitely many solutions. Okay, now the question is, does that help the carpenter? And just by writing this equation and knowing that you have infinitely many solutions, can you help the carpenter? It turns out, you can give this equation and it won't be helped, because the carpenter is interested in finding a solution that is going to be, useful to him. With the current framework or the current set of equations, we are in a situation that there are multiple different solutions and infinitely many solutions, and that's not going to help the carpenter. So the idea is, can I somehow find some point on this hyperbola, right, which is unique and which helps him? Okay, some point which we'll let's call L star W star, which is very good solution to this overall problem. And this is the focus of any optimization framework, where we are focusing on finding probably one or few good solutions out of many infinitely many solutions that are feasible for a given problem. And that's the main goal of any optimization algorithm. That's the main goal of any optimization problem, is to find one or few good solutions out of infinitely many solutions that are there for this problem. So let's see how we can use an optimization approach to figure out what will be one solution which is good among all these infinitely many solutions. Now, as soon as we start talking about optimization, one of the first things that we need to understand with respect to the optimization function is, or optimization problem, is that we should be focusing on a very specific goal.